Listener discretion is advised. Hello and welcome to Comedy, the podcast that helps you find new, emerging, and undiscovered independent comedy podcasts. I'm Greg, the host and curator of comedy. Today's episode is from Disturbingly Pragmatic with Dave and Paul. Join odd couple Dave and Paul in their living room and listen in as they laugh, gab, and sass their way through all sorts of topics, wacky, ridiculous stories, trivia nights, and so much more. Oh, and there's cats. If you like today's episode, make sure to check out the episode description for links to subscribe. All right, let's get this show started.
Begin.
Doobie doo boy, shibba dooba dooba dooba.
I don't know, like, what do you do? You're supposed to scat now? Like, scat. Not for me. Hi, babe. Or, sorry, should I say, oh, hi, babe.
Oh, hi there.
What's cracking?
Crack-a-lackin'. It's episode number 100 and...
De.
So that's...
Two.
102.
102. Good job.
102.
102.
103.
Welcome, everybody.
I'm learning French.
Welcome, everybody, to
Welcome.
this lovely episode that we're in the process of recording and you will be listening to. That's how podcasts work. I don't know.
Well, that was a good explanation.
Yeah.
It's the 102nd episode of Disturbingly Pragmatic, bringing it back to one of our old songs, Disturbingly Pragmatic.
Nice. Nice. So you're in better spirits after the diagnosis.
I wasn't in bad spirits. I just was like,
No, but I meant
miss my candy.
I know, but you have been I do have to say you've been incredibly good so far. You haven't, touch wood. You've been not
I haven't cheated.
you haven't been a complete asshole, which I'm happy about.
There are still Cokes in the fridge, which I have yet to touch.
Which is amazing.
I threw up my juice.
Your juice. Drink your juice, Shelby.
I threw out Shelby's juice from the fridge. And, so it's going to be some work. But I found out that Doug has also kicked Coca-Cola.
Oh, you have a friend in solidarity.
I do. So Doug and I are friends in solidarity with the kicking of the Coke habit.
Yeah.
We're both Coke
Coca-Colas. Coca-Colas. Coca-Colas, everybody.
We're both Coke fiends, and we can't wait to get more Coke in us. And now we have to kick it cold turkey. And as he said, it was like quitting heroin.
Well, okay. I'm going to say that's an over-dramatization. Drama.
Listen, you don't
However,
even like Coke, so fucking shut your mouth. You don't know what it's like.
I used to drink in high school, like grade 9, 10, 11. I would drink like probably maybe 2 liters plus a day in Pepsi.
Okay.
Yeah, Pepsi. Again, where I lived, Pepsi was the
go-to.
The go-to, the drink of choice, I guess.
Disgusting.
But, oh no, I don't like Pepsi. And I also don't like Diet Pepsi. It tastes like tin. Like the can, it literally tastes like tin.
No,
I like a Diet Coke. I'm not going to lie.
The
I do.
Diet Coke tastes like ass to me.
I actually prefer more, the Buble water and the Aha.
Well, you've got an inspired, more mature palate.
Yes, my palate has matured, actually. I enjoy the sensations of the natural flavors with the bubbles on my tongue.
It's the Michael Bublé. If it were Michael Bublé, why wouldn't you like...
Oh, I can feel the bubbles dancing on my tongue. It's a TikTok reference of some sort. It's dancing on my tongue.
Can you describe my face right now?
I know, you're just like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Bringing in the younger generation.
Honey.
According to our demographics,
Yes.
we'll give out here some statistics about Disturbingly Pragmatic that we've been able to glean.
Mm-hmm.
Is we have a very strong female following between the ages of 28 and 34, apparently.
Hello.
Oh, hi there.
Oh, hi there.
And then the opposite. And then we have also a strong
Motorcyclists.
Yes, motorcyclists.
Riding Harley driving motorcyclists. Those are the other people who listen to us.
So it's pretty interesting.
So it's one or the other.
But I gotta say,
yes,
I kind of wish here's my thought. Okay. I know that this is not like, you don't want to, what is it? An oligopoly? When you own everything, or monopoly.
When one company sort of runs everything.
However, when it comes to like streaming things or like accessing things, wouldn't it be nice to just have one-stop shop?
Mm-hmm.
Like you go and you have access to everything. That's where you put all your reviews, all your comments. Like you just one stop. I know it's not going to happen. But I just want a central database.
No, you never know whether or not it'll happen. Because...
But I feel like that would be very what's the word I'm looking for?
Convenient.
Sure.
Customer friendly.
Convenient. Yes. It would be convenient, but I think it would be like if you had the ability, like you search something, but because it has everything, it's a one stop, you have the ability to like branch out and see things that are very similar to it and slowly grow it, because, this platform only has it here, but you can't get it on this one, or you can't get it on this one. So then you kind of miss out, and then I just
want a better fucking interface where I can actually find some
I'm a little
shit.
nerdy right now. Like, I don't know what that is, but it's just like, I just want a central database where I can go to the place and I can go, I want to find podcasts related to XYZ. And it pulls up all the podcasts for me.
That'll eventually happen.
I know.
Eventually it'll happen. You know, it's sort of like when you think back to when VHS tapes first came out, and then you'd have all these mom and pop VHS stores all over the place.
Right.
And then suddenly Blockbuster came in, wiped them all out, and it was sort of like a single thing. Well, that will eventually happen with all these streaming services. They're going to have to figure out a way to amalgamate, because people are getting really sick and tired of another fucking streaming service at another fucking $5.99 or whatever.
Television evolved. It's television 2.0.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's cable satellite 2.0.
Yeah.
You pay for cable and extra channels for those specific thing. Well, you're paying for streaming services just like a channel.
Yeah.
So anyways.
It's irritating, and I don't.
But from that standpoint, I think it would be really cool. Just from, a standpoint of, I don't know, maybe the podcast people unite and let's do something about it. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. This has been a random Paul's random tangent. Or thoughts.
So Paul, to put us back on track now that you went off on that tangent.
What were we on track for?
It's Friday night.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna get drunk. We're gonna get late. Stick my finger in your bum. It's gonna be late on Monday. Amy Sedaris night, Friday night. It's my favorite night.
Yeah, we got some trivia questions for you later on.
Trivia, lots of disgusting trivia.
Now, I think we've mentioned this one or two times, but you used to be a funeral director.
What? I'm still a card-carrying funeral director.
Sorry.
I could get a job tomorrow as a funeral director.
I know you wouldn't, but
I wouldn't because I haven't done it. It's not like riding a bike, and I think I'd probably do some damage to a corpse if I tried to do it right now. But I could get back into it.
Yeah,
but I'm never going to do that.
No, I know. So the reason why I bring this up is because there was an article I think it's an affiliate of NBC or something, but there's a New Jersey family. Sorry, there's a family in New Jersey.
You just said that like it's a mafia.
I know, right? There's a family who's suing a New Jersey funeral home for $50 million.
$50 million?
Alleging.
No, wait.
$50 million.
$50 million.
50. Yes. 50.
That's an awful lot of money.
It's a lot of money, right?
So did this funeral home fuck up somehow?
They're alleging that the funeral home put the wrong body in the wrong casket as the funeral was actually happening.
Wait, so they switched the bodies as the funeral was happening?
Well, the body was put there. So the family realized...
So the wrong body's in the casket.
The wrong body's in the casket. The family realized
So it's the body switcheroo 2022.
Yes, 2022.
Skidoo.
So it was like the family's matriarch. She was like 93 years old.
93. Okay.
Right.
So this is the body you're expecting to see in the casket, and they're looking in the casket, and it ain't grandma.
Exactly.
Okay.
So apparently, so it was such a disaster. That
you think?
like a daughter fainted.
You think?
Yeah. And people apparently were unexpectedly asked to leave, just randomly. Like, okay, you guys need to leave now. Because, yeah, there's something wrong, right?
This isn't the first time this has happened, by the way.
So there's a quote saying the casket is coming up out of the grave and is then whisked away by the hearse, and off they go.
Oh, so they actually had lowered this shit into the grave, and the people around the grave are like, that isn't fucking grandma.
Yes.
That's not grandma.
So this is the attorney, right?
Oh my God. So they actually pulled the casket back out of the grave and whisked it away in a casket.
So because the funeral home realized the wrong woman was in the casket.
Oh my God.
So the family said that there was like no apology, and there was like nothing. There was no refund. There was no nothing. It was just nothing. That's what the family's alleging,
you know what?
Right?
You know what? This one is on us.
So apparently one of the daughters or the daughter had alerted people like at the church that something was wrong. Like before she was like, when they opened the cash, she said, that's not my mom. Like, this is the daughter. Like, this is not my mom.
What do you mean? Of course this is your mom. Like, did she even have on the clothing that they brought?
So Mrs. Kim was explained to that she had work done to make her look younger and better for her funeral.
So they gaslit the fuck out
yes.
of her.
So the daughter then found out later that there was an issue, like there's something that happened with the mother's dentures. So she's quoted as saying, the poor soul whose body had been confused had a full set of teeth, and they learned the dentures were placed under the pillow. So they got the dentures with this body, or whatever happened in this whole thing. They did her all up, and it was like, oh, okay, we're just going to slip these in the casket and hide them.
It's not unheard of.
No, but she had a full set of teeth, like real teeth.
This is the thing. This is where I'm like,
how do you know? Because
how do you know she had a full set of teeth? Because when you close the mouth, you basically close the mouth.
I think what they're alluding to is that they may have found the dentures underneath.
Oh, okay.
And was like, well, why don't they have the dentures in?
Well, because you can actually build up the mouth,
which makes sense, right?
You know, using mouth guards and shit like that. But
I'm assuming it doesn't say, but I'm assuming they checked.
Yeah, they're probably like, who is this bitch? Put your fingers in her mouth.
So this is the attorney said that anyway. So the attorney, so that also has convinced the family that someone knew something was wrong and just hid those dentures marked with the correct woman's name under the wrong person. What about the money? This is a $50 million lawsuit about something that cannot be redone. So Michelle Charlesworth, so she's a representative of some sort.
I have an obvious question to ask.
What a kerfuffle. It was like...
No, but I have an obvious question to ask.
Now.
Who is the other lady?
Right?
And follow up to that, where is their $50 million lawsuit?
Yeah, thank you.
Because...
Yeah, where's the other
Where's
body?
the other lady? Like, who is this person that was there that they whisked away?
Right?
The fact that they dragged this casket out of the ground and then whisked it away...
So, and this was a Korean family, right? Very, very traditional, strict, like traditional guidelines to their funeral. And the matriarch of the family, 93-year-old. And it's like, yeah, that's what? Who is this person? Oh, and then they're gaslit. No,
Your mom.
No, that's your mother.
That's just the surfactants and the humectants that we use that make her back to her 70-year-old self and grew back her teeth.
That's insane to me that could happen.
That's ridiculous. But a $50 million lawsuit is also ridiculous for something like that. That's pretty
they're gonna go big, obviously,
Yeah,
right?
but
You
they
start
won't-
high and then you negotiate.
Negotiate
Pleats. Negotiate pleats.
That's pretty awful when that happens, though. Like, but that's why in Ontario, really taught like that the identification always stays with the body.
Right.
It's like when you
Okay.
cremate a body, it's there's a little silver tag that goes with the thing into the cremation, into the retort.
Okay.
And then when the cremation is done, it's that little metal tag comes out.
And they know.
They know exactly who the person is.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
It's all about, because it's very important. It's like when you're at the hospital and suddenly you're operating someone for a knee operation when they actually are there for,
Yeah.
something else completely. Somebody gets their leg cut off. and
Wrong
they're there
leg.
yeah. That's why a doctor put wrong leg on his leg, it's because shit like this happens, especially if you're not paying attention. But my whole question is, who is this other lady?
Right.
And what happened with her family?
Right.
Were her family at the funeral home going, who's this old broad?
Seriously, like there's another. Yeah, where's the
She
other
gained
family?
20 years.
They did a horrible
Oh my
job on
God.
the restoration. Terrible.
That's not the dress we brought.
Like just off. I mean, we're laughing at it, but I mean, jeez.
Oh, no, it's terrible. But it's also, if you can't laugh at death. But if this ever happened to me, I'd be kind of freaked out. Not even going to lie.
Okay, well, to cleanse the palate of the palate, I guess. But this is just kind of like a I don't know. It's like a wholesome. I don't know. I consider this wholesome. There's a 61-year-old granddad. In where the heck is he again?
Earth.
Anyways, this is from LADbible, our lovely
I love
LADbible.
LADbible.
So I'm assuming somewhere maybe in the UK or anyways, he found out after, all these years of spelling his name that he's been spelling his name wrong. His name's Allan and he's been spelling it with 2 L's. And apparently it's always been 1 L. And it was discovered on his birth certificate. Like,
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know. It's one of those really silly things.
Is this what you're bringing to the table
Yes.
tonight?
I just think it's
Allan
kind of,
with 2 L's, and he's just been stupid his entire life. He couldn't read his birth certificate, which was somewhere in his house. Like, are you kidding?
I just think
How
it's
old is
funny.
Allan?
He's 61.
He's 61. Does
Yes.
this man have a driver's license?
I don't know. I guess.
Does he have a passport?
Well, no, that's the thing. I think on his passport and everything, he's written it with double L's.
But don't you need to have your birth certificate and everything to get these things?
I have no idea. It works different in other places, maybe. I don't know.
This story is dumb. I want to shut it down.
I'm
now.
sorry.
That was a dumbass story to bring to the table. That's not Friday worthy.
Wow.
I'm just saying right now, I'm throwing
It
down
is
the
still
gauntlet.
my birthday week, you bitch.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I can't throw down the gauntlet and say that was not Friday worthy story. You can do better.
Okay, well, what about
Our listeners demand better.
what about a weed dealer
Okay, I'm ready.
who apparently was given out a free loaf of bread every time someone bought weed?
That's actually a good deal.
With like
nowadays.
the thought of like, you get the munchies. So sometimes you want like some toast with butter, or maybe you need a sandwich, or you just want to eat some
I'd rather have
bread.
free Doritos.
But
Cool Ranch, please.
just a free loaf of bread.
Just a free. That seems to me like that would eat into his cut of the profits, considering how expensive bread is currently.
I don't know. It's kind of funny.
But seriously, is that your go-to snack food when you think about the munchies? I want some bread. Like, is it freshly baked bread?
If
Is
it's
it like
if it's thick cut bread with and I
you
can
like
toast it.
thick cut.
Anyways,
That gets 5.
but yeah, I want some thick cut
like
bread
thick
toasted
cut.
with
Yeah.
some burr.
Do you like girthy cut bread?
Yeah, sure.
In fact, that's what they should call it. Instead of thick cut, they should
Go
call it
girthy cut.
girthy cut. I think we should make a bread product that's just Dave and Paul's girthy cut bread.
Girth cut bread.
Mm.
Select your girth.
Mm.
That's so ridiculous. It's so stupid.
We're both idiots, and
So
now Leonard's
stupid.
getting
Bye,
it. God
Leonard.
damn it, Leonard! You better not start with Lily. I swear to Christ.
Don't you do it.
Don't you do it?
Anyways,
it's Paul's
I thought
birthday
that was
week.
kind of nice.
Allan with 2 fucking L's. You brought that shit to the table like that's going
It's supposed to be 1
sort of
L.
conversation. Well, I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about someone who's too stupid to read.
I know. But anyways, I thought it was funny.
Allan's always been a bit special. In the head. He fell down the stairs.
Moving on.
He was beaten by a pipe.
Oh my God. Why'd you go so dark?
Well, because Allan's special. That's why he can't read his fucking own name on a goddamn birth certificate.
Well, anyways, I apologize for not...
Well, Allan, you had 3 ways to get it. And we're back because Leonard... No, but Allan, you had a few tries to get your name right. Of course, you picked the wrongest one. You did.
Oh, well. Anyways, well, I apologize for bringing that story.
Allan.
Wow, one fail out of all of the things.
All of the home runs out of the park that we've hit, and you just had to go and get a single. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-doop-doo. Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
So what do you got if you're poo-pooing me?
Listen, I'm still...
My conversational topics.
I've got some Florida man stuff.
Oh.
Listen.
Okay, what's going on in Florida now?
So, speaking of funerals...
What? Oh no! What happened?
So there's a Florida man funeral thing.
Okay.
Where a Florida man throws urn at victim containing family members' ashes.
Oh my! He threw the urn at their own family.
Okay, and he was nude.
So
it should actually be nude Florida man throws urn at victim containing family. Okay, so
was he on bath salts?
I have no idea.
Was this a bath salt situation?
It's Florida. What do you think?
Oh my gosh!
So a nude 46-year-old man from Sebastian was arrested Saturday.
He was arrested
after throwing a glass urn. So it's even a glass urn and fracturing their navel cavity. Holy shit!
Oh, is that their face?
He full on threw this urn at their face.
He threw basically a brick of glass
at their face.
A brick of glass? Isn't that what it is? A brick of glass?
Full of grandma. A grandma full brick of glass was thrown at this person's face.
Oh my gosh.
The Sebastian Police Department responded to a home in reference to a disturbance. The victim was at the neighbor's house and said she and the defendant, later identified as Scott Anthony Cornwell, were involved in a verbal altercations, which escalated. You don't say.
That's a pretty big escalation. What was the argument over? Who gets the ashes? Who gets the urn?
The fact that
if I can't have the urn, you're going to take the urn.
No, the fact that he came before her. Remember when she was beating the shit out of the guy because he came before her? The Florida man question. Anyway. So apparently during the altercation...
all I'm seeing is tweet. Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's from episodes gone by.
Oh, okay.
Cornwell allegedly began throwing several different random items at the victim. One of the items was a glass-style urn which contained a family member's ashes.
Oh my goodness.
So I think it's safe to say that Grandma stopped the fight.
Wow. And even from beyond the grave, she stepped in to part ways between people fighting. Oh. That's brutal.
That's brutal. And it totally fractured her nasal cavity. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, this was a woman?
Yeah, that's why I said she was at the victim. She said, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That hurts my face.
Yeah.
My face.
Yeah.
Now, this is really, really dark. Really, really dark. Okay?
Okay,
We're going to go there right now.
What, you're about to say something dark?
What if the mother was abusive to the daughter when she was younger, and then this is traumatic shit where she gets punched in the face. One last slap. I said it was
the
dark.
Bitch slap from beyond the grave.
And even beyond the grave, she was a horrible bastard.
My God. You bastard mother.
Anyways, sorry. I don't know why my mind got there, but it was just
You've gone down into my brassiere.
Could you imagine the psychological trauma that would happen? You're an abused daughter, and then your mother you get your mother thrown at you.
Well, it's better than urn than a fucking casket, I'll tell you.
Casket. I'm gonna throw the casket at you. It's the Prometheus.
Oh, Ivana Trump was buried in that too.
I know.
The
It was
Promethean.
really tacky gold.
Nothing like being buried at your ex-husband's golf course.
Was it real gold or gold plated? Because I'm like, somebody's digging that up.
It's the Promethean.
Taking the gold.
It's gold plated.
Oh, okay. Plated.
It's gold plated.
Oh, I want a casket that's diamond encrusted.
It's expensive as fuck.
No, thank you. I'm
Aretha
good.
Franklin.
She was
Michael
in
Jackson.
Yeah, all Prometheus.
George Floyd was in it too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And now Ivana Trump.
Yeah. It's like the supreme package or whatever, right?
It's, it's the supreme of the, I want to show off how much money that I have.
It's the VIP pass to get into heaven, right?
Kim Kardashian will be in one of these things.
You show up in a Prometheus and they're like, yeah, just go through.
Yeah.
No credentials
VIP,
needed.
Yep. You go right to the VIP area.
Even in the afterlife.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's one good thing, is that there isn't an afterlife and we don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
Because
Sure.
Could you imagine spending eternity with
No.
Could you?
No, I really can't.
Like, come on. Everybody
really
says,
can't.
oh, we want an afterlife. No.
But I do like the concept that The Good Place had, where you get a place that's of your own and you get, all the shit you want and you get a
And then
Janet.
when you decide that you want to pass over
You
become
go on.
one with whatever.
Yes, I do like that concept. I really do. I think it's an interesting concept.
No, it is an interesting concept, but that's the thing, is that what these James Webb Telescope
Yeah.
pictures have really sort of driven home to me over these past several weeks of listening and looking at them, and that is just how fantastically small we are as creatures, and how insignificant this planet is on the grand scheme of things.
Right. Yeah.
And just how much is out there.
Oh.
And how death is just the natural process of life, and it doesn't matter what you are, where you are. It's just the never-ending cycle, and that's all we're all a part of.
Mm-hmm.
And we will never have a conception of it, really. We will all think that we do, but none of us, we've got such finite brains in our heads.
Speak for yourself. I'm
Well,
just kidding.
take a look at the idiocracy that we got going on now.
I know.
But honest to goodness.
I need electrolytes.
I do. Water.
But I do like that concept, that I don't know if it's based on something, but the idea
it's
that
philosophical.
if you die, you go to a place where you get to live out and have access to everything your heart's desired you ever wanted to. And after a certain time, you would
get bored with it.
And realize that, you know what? I think it's just an interesting concept, right? Like, I don't know.
It was a good ending to the show.
It was a beautiful ending.
It was a beautiful ending to the show. That was a good show.
Yeah, if you get a chance, check out the show The Good Place. It's finished now, so the series, you can watch it or binge it or whatever, and it's like, it's a good start and it's a good finish.
And the one who plays Janet.
Oh yeah, the actress who plays something Darcy, I think.
She is just phenomenal. She stole every single scene she was in. Actually, all of them did. Like, it was such a good show. Look at you with your chunky fingers looking something up on your phone. Chunky fingers.
Yeah, Darcy Carden. Yeah.
Fantastic actress. And I love when she played bad Janet.
Yeah.
And she's just like farting and stuff.
It's not even bad Janet. It's more like attitude Janet, which was hilarious.
Oh, so fucking brilliant. But the fact that she could play all of those different Janets so well. Anyway.
Yeah. No, again, Michael Schur. He's the one that's behind like The Office and Parks and Recreation and all that. So again,
didn't he play the cousin didn't he play
Dwight Schrute's cousin?
Yes. Yeah, so he played Dwight Schrute's cousin in The Office.
But he's been involved or behind
really, really intelligent stuff.
A lot of television that we watch of significant amount.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Michael Schur.
Sure.
As opposed to Michael No.
Yeah.
So another fun funeral related thing.
There was another incident in Florida at a funeral.
Florida funeral related incident.
Louise.
St. Pete man, so Florida man accused of stealing 125 bronze vases from cemetery, selling as scrap metal for cash.
Oh.
Go to the show notes now. I'm going to put this on the show notes.
That's sad.
Click on it. This guy is 31 years old.
Okay. Oh yeah, he's been ridden hard and put away wet.
Oh, and you will never guess that he had some fentanyl on him. Holy shit! What? But honestly, meth's a hell of a meth. That is a guy who has been around the block a few times.
Yeah, that's real desperate to steal. You said copper?
No, it's 125 bronze vases from a Pinellas County cemetery, then sold them as scrap metal to make some quick cash. Yeah. And I'm sorry, you're selling them as scrap metal. Doesn't the person who's buying them look at them and go,
"Where'd you get these from?
These look awfully familiar from cemetery." Anyway,
yeah.
So Douglas Deck Jr., he's 31 years old. He was arrested on Saturday for 4 counts of dealing in stolen property. So shouldn't he get arrested for 125 counts of dealing in stolen property?
Oh, for one for each count? Yeah, I don't know.
1 count of damage or removal of a tomb or monument. Shouldn't he get charged with 125 counts of damage or removal or tomb or monument?
I'm not a lawyer.
Anyway.
I didn't go to law school, David.
Well, I mean, like, all I'm saying is that he's an asshole. And
yeah, that seems real desperate. Like, just that's a person who's desperate and he needs his drugs.
Yeah. You know.
Drugs. Give me drugs.
So fantastic, I tell you. Yeah. I tell you. But we've got Florida man shit all over the place this week. We also have a Florida man who was arrested for a DUI charge after driving his scooter into the Walmart shelves.
People of Walmart.
So it's a Florida Walmart, but he was riding a scooter as Jazzy.
Now listen, I have to ask you, when you say scooter, do you mean like rascal or like?
I think they're like a breezy rascal type thing. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like you see in Walmart.
I thought when I hear scooter, I think like you remember those kick things from the 90s, like the early 2000s.
No,
like
this is Walmart, Paul.
Scooter.
You do need to even ask this question. It's Walmart.
Sorry.
Of course, it's a breezy or a Jazzy. Or
I'll never be Kelly Pickler.
Oh no, my rascal. I'll never be Kelly Pickler. I fucking love Nadine. Wasn't it Nadine?
No,
what's her name?
Miss something Crinklesack.
Crinklesack. I thought it was Nadine Crinklesack.
No, not Nadine.
Who is it?
Oh,
well, I'll let you
look it up.
Luella. So anyway, this man was running into shelves, swerving. He's a 39-year-old man. He was arrested for allegations of driving a motorized scooter while drinking and crashing into shelves Sunday at Walmart. According to Melbourne police, the man was driving a Walmart scooter and had his open backpack sitting in the scooter basket with an open bottle of Smirnoff vodka.
Oh, just... Gone down to my local.
I need to get a watermelon in this aisle.
What?
What's that?
I wonder where the chips are.
Oh my god, I need chips so bad.
Oh my god, look at this shirt. Oh my god, look at this shelf. Oh my god, they got shoes here.
Shoes. I think I pooped. Yeah, it's up my back. I pooped already. Projectile poop.
Oh yeah, I gotta get a card for Susie.
So apparently this guy was swaying around on the scooter, running into shelves, and he nearly struck other customers. He had glassy eyes and stunk of alcohol.
Drunk uncle, Bobby Moynihan's drunk uncle on a scooter. That's what I envisioned.
Listen to me, you little fucker. I want to tell you something.
That's what I envision. Him on a scooter.
Some of the best times. Like if you got a relative who's like a funny drunk.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah.
Yeah, like I wish all drunks were funny drunks.
Yes, agreed.
But unfortunately, many of them are not.
No, it depends on what I find the person and also the type of alcohol that's consumed.
Yeah.
In certain people. Like men and dark alcohols, like your scotches, your ryes, your dark rums, your even tequila. Sometimes it's a violent drunk in most men when it comes to those alcohols.
Oh, okay.
Like
most
seriously,
men.
like a violent drunk. Like they get that toxic masculinity shit. Yes.
Yeah.
No, I've never gotten.
No, you're a fun
drunk on dark alcohol before because I've never really liked it.
Fucking Paul goes wild. He's just a whirling dervish of fists and elbows.
freaking my placard on my thing when I get my mugshot is like 3567449. Like
24601.
like seriously, like you know what I mean? Like jeez. But
Leonard, will you get up
you know,
there?
I've gotten fun on vodka.
Yes, no, you're hilarious drunk. You become very, very fun and even more fun than you already are drunk because you let a lot of your inhibitions down.
Well, that's what alcohol does.
Yeah, but many people, it's just instant fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Just out
Asshole in a bottle.
Asshole in a bottle.
Yep. Absolutely. Some people are like that with wine, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that about wine sometimes, like a red wine. It makes some people maybe it's like really like
I just think there's
lower inhibitions, like very mouthy.
No, but there are certain situations where alcohol should not be fucking served. On an airplane,
Yeah.
an airport in general,
I would agree with those.
at
places.
a baseball game.
Sports arenas, yes, but then no one would go.
Oh, well, heaven forbid.
But I think a lot of those places.
But I'm just saying because
or there
those are
should
places,
be a limit.
Yeah, there absolutely should, because but those places are places that people get completely fucking sauced,
Yeah.
especially on airplanes.
Ugh.
Especially on airplanes, there should be absolutely zero booze sold in an airport or on an airplane. And if you have booze on your breath when you're getting on the goddamn plane, you shouldn't be allowed on the plane because you're going to be the dickhead that starts being a fucking dickhead on the plane.
Right? Well, I mean, now people don't even need alcohol to be assholes on planes.
No, but it definitely assists in the circumstances of the assholery, does it not?
The assholery.
The assholery on this bloody plane.
All right. Well, you know what, David? I think it's about that time.
It's I Wish I Didn't Know trivia time with Dave and Paul, your hosts, listening to gross things like how many boogers you can put on toast. I wish I didn't know.
All right. Well, let's get into this.
That's my favorite song.
Shall we? Let's get into this.
I love that song.
Oh, penis question.
What? Penis question right off the bat. It's I wish I didn't know. Penis question.
So allegedly, this penis type makes the largest erections.
This penis type?
Yeah.
There are different types?
I guess, yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't know this.
Short ones, uncircumcised ones, wide ones, or curved ones.
Curved ones.
Short ones.
Wait, they make the longest?
The largest erections. Short ones.
So showers? Growers, not showers?
I guess, yeah.
Is that what they're saying?
I guess, yeah.
So there's hope for me yet?
Baby.
Maybe one day I'll pop that really big boner that I've always wanted to pop.
Uh-oh. Boner alert. Sorry, that's from
I
also
hope that
from
none
TikTok.
of you really are bothered by
gotta
thinking
get on
about my
TikTok.
penis.
You got to get on TikTok, man. I make so
Why?
many references.
Yeah, no thank you.
No, thank
You're
you.
addicted to it.
I know.
How many times do you get that thing saying, "Hey, are you still scrolling? Are you still alive?"
At least once a day.
Yeah,
once a
that
day.
says that you're doing it too much.
I know.
If the app is telling you, "Hey, go out and have some fresh air," maybe
I
you should
do it
fucking
while I'm
stop.
on my balcony in the fresh air. Loophole.
Fucking guy. I could be addicted to this outside.
It travels with me in my hand.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Okay. All right. Cockroaches.
Okay, yes. Cockroach.
Which of these facts is true about cockroaches?
Okay. Donald Trump is part of that family.
They can lift 100 times their body weight.
Uh-huh.
They can live 9 days without their head.
Yes.
They can hold their breath for over an hour.
Okay.
Or the fastest cockroach was timed at 7 miles per hour, going 7
9
miles per
days
hour.
without their head.
You were correct.
Yeah.
Did we have that question in before? Babe, I picked from this side of the thing.
Yeah, no, I don't think I know that fact because again,
Okay.
but I think that there are variants of the questions in there because again, I went through it.
Maybe.
I didn't find the doubles that I thought, so I don't know. Anyway, go on. Next question.
Okay, so so if you're ever get stuck somewhere in a jungle specifically.
Okay, so this is specifically to me.
Yes, without food,
Yeah, okay.
You
so
can-
I'm totally
you can
gonna
eat
listen.
this to survive. Ugh, warning, gross.
Okay. Is it poop?
Snot, your feces, body hair, or scabs? You gotta pick an answer.
I don't want to say poop.
You're wrong if you say
It's
it.
scabs.
It's scabs.
Yeah, protein.
Delicious.
So many children will be safe then, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you see someone eating a scab, well, they're just having a little protein break.
So I think the next follow-up question is, what if you don't have any scabs? Do you
Right?
just create some?
To constantly sit there and like
Pick it yourself.
like abrasive, like with a rock, you're like
Yeah.
scratch,
Oh.
heal. Breakfast.
Steak tonight.
I'm gonna scratch my left arm for breakfast, my right arm for lunch, and my thighs for dinner.
Would you like some bacon bits on your salad?
Let me give a little scratch of my head. Okay. Oh,
Did I ever tell you that I was in?
this is a kind of depressing
Wait,
question.
what?
No, what did you want to tell me? Go
No,
first.
I was going to say that I wrote a skit once, a comedy skit about Julia Childs, where it was called Julia Childs Cooking with Your Own Bodily Fluids.
Yes, you did tell me about that.
And I was and so what she was making that day was a gâteau de coup
Nice, David.
or a cum cake.
Lovely. Of course, you would write this as a skit
Oh, and like
for your cabaret thing back in the day.
The yeast that I got was basically me sticking like a cheese grater up my skirt and mocking that I'm.
That's disgusting.
Hello, I'm Julia Child, and I'm here to teach you how to make gâteau de cum, otherwise known as cum cakes.
Oh my gosh.
Finger licking good. Oh, it went over well every single night. It was
Wow,
one of those
that's
things that I like had bowls and like I was licking stuff and it was.
You went out there, eh?
I went out there. Yeah, no, I
Nice.
don't go half-assed.
I don't-
When I'm gonna go, I'm in a dress
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I look like her, and I'm like scraping myself with a fresh
Lovely.
yeast right off the bush.
Oh my god. Oh my god. David.
Anyway, got to
Anyways. I don't want to read this question. I already told it. Anyways, how many animals get killed annually to feed the human race or to feed us?
like a trillion.
1.5 billion, 800 million, 72 billion, or 23 billion?
23 billion.
72 billion.
72 billion.
Yeah.
Well, they know what they did.
So a guy.
That's terrible. What a terrible question. Thanks for bringing down the fucking.
I know.
You didn't even
Well,
like.
let me bring
we're
it
just
up.
like moving on.
Well, let me bring it up with.
Moving on.
There was a guy who took an excessive amount of erectile dysfunction meds and left him with this as a side effect:
Oh,
a stiff neck from not swallowing fast enough, a 24-hour raging hard-on,
yeah.
a 1-inch penis, or a permanently disabled testicle.
24-hour hard. No, it was testicle.
A 1-inch penis.
Wait, what? It took away his length and girth?
Yes, I'm assuming, but yes, it was a side effect that was not mentioned, and it happened to the person. So he wanted to get, he couldn't get hard. He got hard too much, and then it was like, oh, I'm never coming out again. That was it for me. I'm done. Bye. I am hibernating for the rest of my life.
The penis was offended that he had to take a pill.
Farewell,
Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. Adieu to you. It's just him.
Just him. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for explaining that. I was like, why'd he stop? Oh, I get it now. Nice.
So was the penis just upset that he had to take a pill to get hard?
Maybe. I don't know. It's going
Yes,
through
he's
his
all-
adolescence days. He's all
"Oh,
emo.
good.
Fine, man.
Fuck
Fine.
you.
I'm never coming out. I'm
Fuck
staying.
you.
I'm retreating.
Yeah.
I'm
fuck
gonna
you, man.
hide.
I'm becoming an accordion.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
So Shigeo Tokuda
Okay.
was this world's oldest porn star when he started performing.
Wait, what? He's the world's oldest porn star when he started
performing. How old was he? 52.
Come on.
He's 2 years older than you.
Yeah.
70.
Do you want to know something?
75 or 104.
If it's 104, I'm going to throw up.
What is your guess? 52, 70, 74? No, it's 70 years old. Maybe he was in good shape. I don't know. People like that stuff. I used to work at the adult film store. They had DILFs and MILFs.
No, that's
and
fine, but I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. But there's an audience for everything.
Or a GDILF. That's a granddad I'd like to fuck. And a GILF is a grandma I'd like to fuck.
Just gonna take the blankets off here.
I remember
Just don't mind the dust.
I remember at least a volume 9 or 10. So there's been, and that's a long time ago.
Excuse me. Do I have to watch volumes 1 through 9 in order to get the nuances of 10? Is this like a Marvel Universe thing where I have to watch the entire sequence in order to get the entire story?
The whole universe, cinematic universe.
That'd be funny.
Okay, gross.
It's actually porn with an actual, it's a movie that just keeps building on itself. And if you do miss a movie, it's completely fine. It ruins the porn experience for you.
Nice.
You can't even get hard if you haven't watched the other parts of the story.
What's the word I'm looking for? It's got an arc.
Yeah.
A porn series with an arc. What happened to her?
What happened to Jenny?
Why is Jenny wearing an eye patch? How did she get cum in her eye? Oh, I gotta go back to episode 2.
Oh shit. We need to see
Electric Boogaloo.
This time it's personal.
In the eye. Okay. All right. So this is okay. Data shows that approximately 60% of frozen berries are moldy. But that probably won't bother you as much as knowing the typical bag in the freezer contains.
This is so gross. I hate when you do food ones.
About 10 whole insects, significant traces of animal urine, unhatched larvae, or poisonous berries.
Unhatched larvae.
No, about 10 whole insects.
Jesus, I'm not doing well tonight.
That's okay. Yeah.
But yeah, because I don't want to think about that. That's gross.
I mean, I guess like little spiders.
Well,
little
it's
bugs.
fucking fruit. It's out in the field, isn't it?
Yeah. So.
But if it's moldy, that's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, that's gross.
We flash freeze it after it molds. After we allow the fruit to sit in our barn for 3 days, we flash freeze it. Freshness right to your table.
Okay, so agoraphoobia is a fear of ant farms, zookeepers, cuddly teddy bears, or living near a zoo.
Living near a zoo.
Cuddly teddy bears. Agoraphoobia.
Okay, what?
Yes, apparently. So cuddly teddy bears.
There are people who fear that.
Teddy Ruxpin did,
That's not a cuddly teddy bear.
That was a cuddly teddy bear.
No, it wasn't a cuddly teddy bear.
Why
it had
not?
a fucking cassette player in it. There's nothing cuddly about it.
Or Teddy, did I say Teddy Ruxpin?
Yeah.
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 Cuddly bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cuddly bear.
Build a bear.
Okay. Teddy bear.
All right.
Teddy bear.
Ooh. Well, we know what the double...
You just completely...
I know. We know what the double dot above an E is in Noel. It's called an umlaut. Or an umlaut. Umlaut or whatever. Now, the dot above a lowercase I and lowercase j has a name, and it sounds pretty perverted.
Okay.
What's it called?
Is it a tittle?
A dicklet?
Uh-huh.
A coxswain? A pusling or a puzzling? Or a title? Or a tittle?
It's a tittle.
Yeah, it's a tittle.
That one you have read before.
Bitch, I don't know what has happened.
You're like the worst at putting these cards
I put them all the way at the back.
Well, then why? How did
the back? I put them at the back.
During the night, does the box come open?
No, that's for the refrigerator. The refrigerator. If something goes missing in our refrigerator, it's
Hobgoblins.
It's the Canadian hippopotamus. Do you remember not remember that from the Heritage commercials?
Isn't that when the hippopotamus?
Yes.
Holy shit! I forgot all about that. We'll have to look that up. We'll put that in the show notes because that's fucking ridiculous.
I don't know. Anyways. Okay. In ancient Greece, the brazen bull was known to be the first known fast food franchise, a form of torture in which criminals were roasted inside a brass bull statue, a game in which criminals would impale one another with bull horns, or the name of a prized warrior known for collecting the cocks of his combatants.
The cocks?
Yeah.
Like the penises?
I guess, yeah. Penises.
I'm saying that is when they're put into a thing and burned.
Yeah.
The brazen bull.
Oh, it sure is brazen.
Because it braises the skin. It's like a barbecue.
Wasn't there a pig version of that in one of the Saw movies?
Yeah. And then it closed and then she was burnt.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, I prefer just dying in my sleep. Thank you. Thanks. Just sort of having like that moment where you go, oh, I don't feel very well. And then just go.
So, you shouldn't eat your boogers, especially brown ones, but don't be too concerned. It just means your iron levels are off. You're picking your nose too hard and drawing blood. You're eating too much protein, or your fingers are dirty.
Blood.
You're picking your nose too hard and drawing blood. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a redheaded child. I pick my nose a lot. I was an aficionado, as they say.
I gotta stop.
I was the type of kids that adults went, oh, fuck this kid.
Oh, baby.
No wonder my teachers hated me.
That's not true.
There was a teacher that absolutely fucking hated me.
There are some teachers
my
that
third
don't
grade
like...
teacher, Mr. Gilliland.
How old were you when you were in grade 3?
I don't know, but Mr. Gilliland, suck my dick. So I'm just gonna say Mr. Gilliland, and you know who you are. Fucking used to sit in front of our class doing this with his legs.
Oh, really?
Like he would push his legs together and out and together and out. You bastard with your stupid
something
beard.
with his balls.
Mr.
I guarantee
Gilliland.
it.
What sort of?
He probably had itchy balls. Maybe he had diabetes. That apparently is a sign. Itchy balls.
Is it?
Yes.
Has that been why my balls have been so itchy lately?
Seriously, you get itchy spots specifically in your groin area. Yes.
Oh, so good. No wonder I'm gonna get rid of that itch. I'm gonna get that itch right out of my scritch in my gitch.
Your git.
I'm gonna get that itch right out of my gitch.
Yeah.
Kidnap the Santa Claus, tie him in a bag. So it's been Friday night. It's been a little bit subdued.
No, I've had fun tonight. Thank you for joining us. Want to appreciate? Don't do that. That's disgusting, David.
I don't even know that it smells.
That is not appropriate. Please do not
waft my farters.
Yes, I don't want anything wafted over to me unless it's something I want. Please stay out of my personal space and do not waft.
Do not befoul my personal air with your flatulence.
Thank you.
With your ass molecules.
Thank you.
So I think that's it.
Oh, Elliot. Oh. Anyways, so I think that's it. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you listening. If you're new and or recurring individual, thank you so much.
Thank you. We love you.
You want to check out our socials? We're at Disturbingly Pragmatic or at DP with TB. Nope. Let's say that again.
With TB? Tuberculosis?
DP with DP on Twitter.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for extra content, we have after shows, we have commentary, we have little blurbs and blogs on our Patreon. You can check us out there.
Join our Patreon.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you get to talk to us.
And if you're bored and you really like what you're seeing, Seeing, yeah. Can you see our voices? Can you do that? My goodness. If you enjoy what you're listening to and you like us even more so, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email, write us a review, give us that like, smash that button, punch your computer.
I'm Cody from Cody's World.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we won't read any of your stuff on the air unless you allow me
Absolutely.
to. I always ask.
But we love doing that. We love doing that. Every review that we get, we love reading them on the podcast aloud. We really appreciate it, and we appreciate feedback as well. We're learning constantly, and we're open.
I have a feeling that my seat stinks.
Thanks, David.
And I don't mean from tonight. I just mean in general.
Lovely. Well, that's just a lovely way to end things. Anyways, until the next time.
Love you all. Please
Thanks again for listening to Comedy by Indie Drop-In Network.
Bye.
If you would like to nominate a comedy podcast to be featured, just send me a tweet at Indie Drop-In. I'd also love to hear if one of our featured podcasts is now your favorite show. Indie Drop-In survives off ad revenue and listener donations. If you would like to contribute, please consider buying me a coffee. Just go to buymeacoffee.com/indie drop-in. If you look at the very bottom of the episode description, you will see a link. Indie Drop-In has many other shows that you also might like. Just go to indiedropin.com. All right, we'll see you next week.